Welcome back to Cooking with Mr. Cookie. Now today I have a mouth-watering recipe for you, and it is beautiful, simple burgers. First, to our ingredients. I have 500 grams of beef mince. I also have some pork fat. Now you are able to use any sort of fat, like duck or even beef fat. Now the trick to this is making sure your ratios is right. So for every gram of beef, we want 5% fat. So let's use our mathematics skills and go 500 grams of beef is 25 grams of fat. Then we need to season our patties. We're going to use, for every 500 grams of beef, we're going to use 1 teaspoon of salt. Now I'm going to use smoky salt today. You also want a pinch of pepper. And my secret ingredient is 1 tablespoon per 500 grams of liquid smoke. This stuff is amazing and brings out so much flavour in your patty. Lastly, we don't want to forget one of the other important ingredients in a burger, and that is our buns. I have beautiful brioche buns here, and I think they are some of the best buns to use when making a burger. Let's get to it. Now today we're going to be using a barbecue, or you can use a hot pan, so make sure you have adult supervision when doing so. But first, we got to wash our hands. Alright, it's time to mix it all together. Now, when handling raw meat, it's always good practice to put on gloves. Now that we've got our gloves on, let's get to it. Meat in first, into a big bowl. We're then going to add our fat, salt, pepper, and lastly, my liquid smoke. It smells so good. Okay, all my ingredients are in the bowl, and it's time to get messy and scrunch it all together. Make sure you get it nice and mixed. Now, for 500 grams of beef, we're going to make 4 beautiful patties. Let's get to it. Going to grab a whole bunch, put it together in your hands, and flatten it out into a patty. Like that. There we go, all good to go. Now that your beef patties are ready, before we cook them, we want to make sure everything else is ready. And you can make the burger you want. So I've assembled a whole bunch of things here, which are the things I'm going to use, but you can use whatever you like on your burger. Alright, out to the barbie. Alright. What we want to do is get our barbie nice and hot before we get those patties on there. Alright, before we get our patties on there, we want to lightly toast our buns. Let's get to it. If you guys didn't notice, I'm joined by my little friend Sonny. He's a bit chattery, isn't he? Yeah, I'm making some nice burgers. Alright, my barbie's on and heating up. I'm going to wait until that's nice and hot before I get a patty on there. And what I'm going to do is put a patty on there. I'm going to wait 1.5 minutes, and then I'm going to flip it over. And here's the real secret. You're going to chuck your cheese on top then and let it melt down the sides. And we'll leave it on then for another 1.5 minutes. Lightly toasted. Alright, our buns are toasted, the barbecue is piping hot. It's time to get these patties on the go. Listen to that sizzle. Oh yeah. Alright, it's been 1.5 minutes, it's time to flip them. Oh, beautiful. And that's our time to put on our cheese. Okay, it's been another minute and a half. The cheese is all melted. It is right to come off. I'm just gonna take them off now. They're looking good. Let's go. Okay, it's all cooked. It's time to put it together. Alright, I've built my burger. Let me cut it in half so you can see the beauty. Oh, would you look at that? Beautiful. I'm going to enjoy this burger. Better than Macca's. Thanks for watching. Make sure you leave a comment. Maybe you can suggest what I can cook next. And make sure you have a look at some of my other videos. And I'll see you later.